Hey YouTube, this is the first video I'm kind of filming for this channel. Channel 1 will be centered around a lot of card gaming content, maybe some gaming content, but for the most part, deck profiles, tournament reports, maybe some full matches. Yeah, you guys kind of know the drill. But hopefully, everybody kind of enjoys what I'm doing here, what I want to share. That's why you clicked on this video, right? But today, I do want to start with a Weiss Schwarz deck profile. This is a Darkness deck updated with new Konosuba movie booster stuff. And, let's just get into it. So, to start off with the level zeros, we got 4, a Break in the Forest Darkness. This card is insanely good. First of all, it's a 500 assist for characters in front. Oops, back you go. But when you play it, you can tap this card. You can tap it at any time. Actually, it's inactive. You can tap it, discard a card to your waiting room, and salvage a card from your waiting room to your hand. That's an adventurer or magic. It's very good. Get your combo sorted out early. Gets cards you need late game to your hand into your hand. Need cards get early game to your hand into your hand. Very, very useful. As well as it is a part of a fusion material. Throwing things around all day. We got 4 copies of Shameful Abuse Darkness. This is a drop search, so when you play it, pay a stock, discard 2, search 2. As long as your worries are robbers. So we do play a robber, that does matter, but mostly you're searching for your Darkness combo pieces. You're searching for a Break in the Forest, you're searching for your level 1 Chromax Combo, you're searching for your level 3 early drop. The card has so much flexibility. It has very, very good consistency, as well as a decent attacker, because on attack, you can mill 2 if you hit a Climax, it gets 2 soul. So, all around, a spectacular card. It is the backbone of this deck. On to a nice little package we play. We play 3 Beauty Yukata Mega Meats and Extreme Misunderstanding Unions. So this little package is really neat, because it helps kind of fill out the problems with this deck. Sometimes I have a problem with getting the board early, or losing the board early, or just not having stuff to play to get my stock up. What this does is when you play it, you can send 2 Adventurers and Magics back to your deck, and discard a card to search for these 2. So what this does is, if you're behind, you need something to get on the board to do some damage in, you just play it, call these out, and swing with them. Or if you're doing well, your hand's pretty nice, you can play it, discard these 2, and get a free, basically get whatever darknesses you need for 1 card instead of 2. Because this as well has a skill that can give a soul. This is very good. I really enjoy this package. Helps compress the deck a lot. Helps get cards you need back into the deck so you can search them out with your darkness. It does so much. Very, very good card. Very good package. Next, we have 2 of the Beauty in the Yukata Darkness. This is your Climax Swapper. Very important for this deck, because the Climax is absolutely necessary for the combo. So we need to be able to swap them at will. That's what this card is here for. Wonderful. Next, we have 2 Beauty giving full support, Aqua. It should be a Yukata. But what this does is, it's a brainstorm, search for any adventurer or magic characters, adventurer goddess, excuse me. As well as when you trigger, you can get 1,000 power. The reason I only play 2 is because we do have the Shameful Abuse, which is kind of our tutor for most of the deck. So this card's still good when you're kind of behind, you don't have the cards in hand, you can search up the Shameful Abuse and get started with your searching. Very good card. 1, we have the drop Encore. So, basically, when this dies, or when something ahead of it dies, you can just set to the waiting room, and you give something Encore, comes back as a rest. Very, very strong for keeping your level 3 darkness in play. Very good. Next, we do have 1, Pouring Tea Whiz. I just like this card. I think it's really interesting. You take 1, pay 1. When it dies, you can salvage anything level 1 or less. That's most of our deck. But there's a lot of our combo pieces and a lot of our searches we can get back with this. So if we're behind, this is a good replacement for just anything else. As well as it is a magic, so it does have some synergy with the rest of our deck. Next, we have the Chromax Combo. Shaving from Disparagement Darkness. This card's very, very good. You can search from our drop zone or our deck, so it means we get a lot of value out of it. Get a lot of searching out of it. It means we're not going to miss out of it a lot. So, very easy to get out our pieces. We can search it with our darkness cards. It searches everything else. Very, very good. As well as being a 7k attack. And as well as a 6k on defense. Not shabby at all. Next, we have an odd card. We play 1 Godlow. I just play it because it's funny. We don't have many aqua targets, but, we play games to have fun, right? This card's fun. You can pretty much play anything else. Probably a backup would be very good in this deck. But, gives 50 soul. Can't reverse, can't side attack, but then you draw 3 when the damage is cancelled. Very funny card. It guarantees 1 damage at least. That cannot be cancelled. So if you're at 3-6, this is the best card in your deck. Onto the level 2s. we have 3 of the Fierce Battle of Honor. Some people play 4. I'm playing 3 right now because my other SR is not in. But on place, you return your Muscle Brain Crusader Darknesses to your deck so you guarantee your fusion. And then you fuse with the Break in the Forest Darkness for Muscle Brain Crusader Darkness. Very, very strong. The Muscle Brain Crusader is very good at pushing damage early, and this card is very nice. Especially because it has the trigger, so that on your climax, you can return it to your hand if you're lacking any. Very good. Magic, you can return it to your deck with your Mega Bean. There's a lot of synergy in this deck. So other level 2s, we got 2 Signature Property. You guys know why this deck card is strong. Very, very good. Blows out certain matchups extremely hard. And I love the art on it. As well as I love the art on Menacing Pose Aqua. It's your level 3 assister. Gives 2k power to your Muscle Brains. Very, very... It could get out of hand real quick when you have 1500 Muscle Brains, as well as being able to send stuff back to their deck. I just can't... Like, this card's so funny. I love the art. I love the effect. This card, necessary. Necessary. Then we have 4 copies of Muscle Brain Crusader Darkness. This is what the deck's built around. This card is awesome. I love it. So, it gets 500 for each adventure or magic on the field. So it's 1100 if you have 4. Very good. And as well as when you play it via fusion, you can check 3, add 1 to hand, put the rest of the waiting room. So this lets us filter out our hand a bit, fix our hand for the late game, can kind of get rid of, you know, the kind of stuff you don't want to draw late. This is really good. But as well as when you have the climax and anything is damage is involved, canceled that involves this card, you burn your opponent 1. And of course it can be canceled, but if you attack and they cancel, you don't have damage. If you get attacked and you cancel, they take a damage. This adds up extremely fast in this deck, especially because you can see our closers with our Mega Bean and the Aqua. All that damage you're canceling and all that times they're having to check is running their climaxes real thin, so when this comes down, you can just kill them from 3-2. You know, you could kill them in this deck. I've killed people from 2-4 in this deck. You know, after they just go off, just boom, boom, you know, you're gone. This card is incredibly strong. This endgame package is extremely strong, which I'm going to get into. So, full powered up Explosion Magic Mega Bean. 1 of the attacks, you can take 3, discard 2, and just deal 5. And this is before it attacks. So, not only are you dealing 5, whatever you check is also dealing damage. So even if they cancel this, they still have to try and cancel what they're bringing next. Very strong for closing out games, especially when paired with Aqua. When you play it, you take 1, then they have to shuffle everything but 2 climaxes into their deck. So this isn't counting the climaxes that might be in their hand, or in their stock, or God forbid in their clock. This means a lot of damage is going to get pushed through, and this means a lot of your chip damage in the early game is going to matter a lot, because it's getting a lot of garbage in their deck. So, play this combo to end the game. Very, very satisfying. Next, we play 1 of the early drop Darkness. I would like to play another one. The cards are kind of hard to get a copy of, but when your opponent's at level 3, or they have a level 3, it costs -1. And then when you have 2 other adventures, it gets plus 1500, and it's hexproof, which is very, very strong. So that means they can't target this with spells, and it's really hard to get rid of. Because when you attack it, if you don't cancel the damage, you deal that damage right back. So you're just burning them some more. You're getting more damage through. That's what this deck's about. So, on to the last character unit. We do have 1 of the Steel Successful Chris. This is very good because it does heal, and we can search it off our Darkness. We would love to play the Aqua, the early drop Aqua that puts 1 healing in the spot, but I can't afford it right now. It's definitely the best card to play in this spot, but I do like Chris. That is searchable off Darkness. Very good replacement in this deck. Also, you can play the Greatest Mage Union. That card is extremely good for healing. And obviously our climaxes are the Darkness climaxes. This one's really good because it gets extra stock. If you late game, you want stock for your Mega Bean, this is what you do. Other than that, you know, the deck profile is done. So guys, if you enjoyed that, go ahead and leave me a like, leave me a subscription. Go ahead and leave a comment what you guys thought of the deck. You know, what you thought of the video and what can I improve on in the future, because that's the most important part. I kind of want to bring content that everyone can enjoy. Even if you don't, not into Weiss Schwarz, you can watch it, enjoy the way I'm explaining things, having fun. Just kind of enjoying everything. So, guys, thanks so much for watching if you watched this far, and you guys have a good day.